So I want to share one of my favorite new AI tools. So this is School AI. This is a tool that allows you to have spaces. And in those spaces, you actually have chatbots that represent historical characters, and you could have individual personalized conversations with them. And it's actually really accurate. So people like George Washington or Albert Einstein, you could actually have students have conversations with them that are personal and individual. And it's almost like a choose your own adventure story. So this also works for historical characters that maybe you don't have as much information for. You can create your own space, as well as fictional characters. So characters like Frankenstein during Halloween. So it's also safe. You can see every student's interactions, and it's really inspiring. So like it's a great way to actually have a firsthand experience learning about history and all the different subjects. So let me show you how it works. So this is the launch pad, or the main page of School AI, and it has different tools that are available, like a sidekick. And you can see under tools, it's going to show you many of the tools that you'd be familiar with in other AI products. So like rubrics, lesson plans, text translators, text levelers, that kind of thing. They also have some great tools in assistance. So you have like a Common Core expert where you can actually have conversations with them and as an educator and actually help you build. So like a field trip coordinator, an AI and education coach, which is a smart idea. I think that's clever. But spaces is really my favorite area. These are some of the really kind of most amazing ones. So you could have history coming to life. So you could have a conversation with Abe Lincoln. So let's try this and see how it works.
Hello there. I am Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Did you know I once had a wrestling career and lost only one match out of about 300? Quite the pastime, wouldn't you say? Tell me, what do you already know about me or wish to learn?
So pretty interesting, right? It's done in a voice. You could actually hear it, and you could also speak your answers, which kids like a lot. So I will try that. Can you tell me a little bit about what your early life was like?
Ah, my early life was quite humble. I was born in a log cabin in Kentucky in 1809. We didn't have much money, and I had to work hard from a young age. One of my favorite memories was learning to read by the light of the fireplace. How do you think your environment shapes your dreams and aspirations?
So I like how there's always a leading question at the end of every conversation, and that it also will actually react to things that students say that might be off topic. So let's try that. Were you ever lonely? How did you deal with it?
Oh, indeed, there were times when I felt quite lonely, especially growing up in the wilderness. I found comfort in books and learning. It helped me cope by broadening my mind and connecting with others' thoughts. How do you deal with feelings of loneliness? Have you found any activities that help you feel more connected?
Right, so a really appropriate answer. So when you are going to share this with students, you could hit launch, and it gives you different options in terms of sharing it. It can go right to Google Classroom, or you could use a space code. So that's a QR code, or I could just copy this and paste it into whatever LMS I want to. Let me just show you what it looks like when students are in there. So here's a quick look at an interview with an astronaut that I did recently. And I always have students just put their first name to be safe, but you could actually go into any conversation and kind of see what they were saying. So you could see the back and forth of every conversation. So it's all documented and pretty interesting. So great way to use it. And then it's also, if any students have any trouble, it will actually pop you in a little alert here. So the student is unsure how to connect information about astronauts entering the ISS to their story or paper. So if anyone says anything inappropriate, or if any student is having trouble, it pops into right here. So that's a really quick look at the tool. I love Spaces. It's been really engaging for students, and I think it's a really nice way to learn and kind of see how AI can actually really enhance learning in the classroom. So definitely something to try. They have lots of other great tools as well.